This is a Suzuki Rover VanVan RV90 project. I don't know if you could see that light. It stays on. It's supposed to go dim or turn off. So black wire from the stator to the test light going to the positive. Another lead negative going to the chassis. If I turn the rotor or rotate the rotor, it doesn't go dim or it stays on. I'm leading to believe that the ignition point is bad because I already tested the coil directly from the battery, and I'll show you how I did that. Hello, I'd like to show you how to test an ignition points. Need a couple of lead wires, also a multimeter. So set your multimeter to the continuity mode, which is this one right here, with the image of the sound or the wave. Now connect one lead wire to the spring, or you can connect it to the screw right here, and then the other one by where you put the screw on the bike. So now zero resistance, and we hear a beeping sound, so, and that's okay. But when you open and close the contact, the sound is continuous. So I'll open the contact, and you hear that the sound is still going on. It should turn off. Should turn on and off. So we're gonna try the new one that I got and see how that goes. So same connection for this new contact points. We're gonna go with the continuity mode again, and we hear that beeping sound again. But now we're gonna open the contact or the breaker, so the sound, we don't hear any more sound. If I let go, we hear the sound again. So this is a good contact points, and that's how you test it. I hope this helped you. Thank you. My bike had a leak on the crankshaft seal. The oil got to the magneto, flywheel, and stator. When I put it back together, I lost my spark. So testing the coil right now. This is a 6-bolt system. I would suggest you charge your battery because 6 bolts are kind of weak. So you need a battery and 3 lead wires. So from the red one positive going to the coil. Your coil might have 2 wires coming out. That would be the power and the ground. So you just have to figure it out which one. Most of the time it's black or green. And then negative going to the spark plug. And then another negative to touch the casing or the chassis of the coil. Let's see if it's work while I touch it. You see it's sparking, right? It's moving, so I'm losing. There. There. Coil seems to be good. We'll go from there. So it has sparked again. I installed the new ignition points that I tested. Also, you don't need a battery to get a spark. As you can see, it has no battery. The ignition key is not there. And I'll show you that it will spark without a battery. You only need a battery for the horn, the lights, accessories. Yeah, you don't need a battery to get a spark on this motorcycle. It gets its spark from the flywheel magneto. It rotates and generates power to the coil, sending to the spark plug. According to the manual, if I'm not mistaken, the top dead center is right here to the left on the flywheel area. So this thing rotates to the left. So you would set it to fire to 1.5 to 2 millimeter. So you set it to 1.5 to 2 millimeter to fire it. You open your points and set it to 0.0 to 0.40. I set it to 35. This thing still doesn't run, doesn't start, even if it has a new aftermarket carburetor. It would start if you spray a starting fluid, but it won't idle. Try to dial it up, but no luck. Did every adjustment I could think of. It's just different from the original Mikuni carburetors. Hopefully I can find a good carburetor with a different brand. This is from eBay.